Prophet Ibrahim, known as Abraham in some traditions, stands as a towering figure. His life resonates across millennia. He is a cornerstone for monotheistic faiths. Judaism, Christianity, and Islam all claim him. They see him as a spiritual ancestor. His story is one of profound searching. It is a tale of unwavering faith. He faced immense trials with courage. His journey marks a pivotal shift in human understanding of the divine. He is often called the father of prophets, a testament to his enduring influence. Ibrahim's significance is not merely historical, it is deeply personal for billions. People look to his example for guidance. They see in him a model of submission to God. His willingness to question, to seek truth, inspires. He challenged the norms of his society. He stood against powerful, entrenched beliefs. This required immense bravery. It also showed a deep intellectual honesty. The Quran frequently highlights his virtues. It presents him as a one who was naturally inclined to monotheism, pure in faith. His story is a universal one. It speaks of the human quest for meaning. It explores the nature of belief itself. Ibrahim did not inherit his faith passively. He actively sought out the one true God. This search was intellectual and spiritual. It led him to reject the idols of his people. This rejection brought him into direct conflict. He faced persecution for his convictions, yet he remained steadfast in his devotion, a true friend of God. Understanding Ibrahim is key to understanding monotheism. His life illustrates its core principles. He championed the idea of a single, indivisible God. This was a radical notion in a polytheistic world. He taught that this God was compassionate and just. He emphasized the importance of submission to God's will. This submission was not blind. It was born of love, reason, and profound trust. His legacy continues to shape religious thought and practice globally, a truly remarkable feat. Ibrahim was born in a land steeped in idolatry. The city of Ur of the Chaldees was his home. This was a place of many gods and goddesses. People worshipped statues made of wood and stone. His own father Azar was a craftsman of these idols. He carved them and sold them. Young Ibrahim grew up surrounded by these practices. The temples were grand, filled with images. The rituals were elaborate, part of daily life. This was the world he knew from his earliest days. Yet even as a child, Ibrahim felt a stirring of doubt. He observed the people around him. He saw them bowing to lifeless statues. He questioned the logic of such worship. How could an object fashioned by human hands possess divine power? How could it hear prayers or grant wishes? These thoughts troubled him deeply. He could not reconcile what he saw with an inner sense of a greater truth. This disconnect set him apart from his peers and family. His mind was already seeking something more profound. The Quran recounts his early conversations. He would question his father about the idols. He would point out their helplessness. "Father," he might have said, "why do you worship that which does not hear, nor see, nor can it avail you in anything?" These were not idle questions. They were born from a sincere desire to understand. They reflected a growing awareness of the futility of idol worship. His father, entrenched in tradition, often dismissed his concerns. This created a tension within their household. This environment of pervasive polytheism was the crucible for Ibrahim's monotheistic awakening. He did not simply accept the status quo. His critical mind was at work. He saw the limitations of the idols his father sculpted. He felt an innate pull towards a singular, unseen creator. This early questioning was the first step. It was the beginning of his long journey. A journey towards the one true God. It marked him as different, a seeker even in his youth. Ibrahim's search for God extended beyond his home. He turned his gaze towards the heavens. He contemplated the natural world around him. The Quran beautifully describes this process. It was a rational and spiritual inquiry. He sought signs of the true Lord. He was determined to find the ultimate reality. This was not just a fleeting thought, it was a dedicated, persistent exploration. He used his intellect to ponder the universe. He observed the cycles of nature. One night he saw a star shining brightly. He thought, "This is my Lord." But then the star set. When it disappeared, he said, "I do not love things that set." He realized that a true God could not be temporary. A true God could not vanish from sight. His Lord must be constant, ever present. This was a crucial insight. It moved him further away from worshiping created objects. He was learning through observation and reflection. This method was both simple and profound. Then he saw the moon rising in splendor. He declared, "This is my Lord." But the moon also set. When it too disappeared, he felt a sense of dismay. He prayed, "Unless my Lord guides me, I shall surely be among those who go astray." He recognized his need for divine guidance. He knew he could not find the ultimate truth alone. This humility was a hallmark of his character. His search was earnest and heartfelt, a deep yearning for connection with the Creator of all. Finally, he saw the sun rising. It was magnificent and powerful. He exclaimed, "This is my Lord, this is the greatest." But then, the sun also set. At that moment, Ibrahim reached a profound conclusion. He declared to his people, "O my people, I am free from your practice of ascribing partners with God. I have turned my face towards Him, who created the heavens and the earth, inclining to truth, and I am not of those who associate others with Allah." He had found his God, the unseen Creator, the sustainer of all. Having found the one true God, Ibrahim could no longer remain silent. He felt compelled to share his newfound understanding. He began to preach to his people. He urged them to abandon their idols. He called them to worship the singular Creator. His message was clear and direct. "Worship God," he said, "and fear Him. That is better for you if you only knew." He spoke with conviction and passion. He wanted others to experience the truth he had discovered. His people, however, were deeply attached to their traditions. They worshipped the idols of their forefathers. Ibrahim's message challenged their entire way of life. It threatened the social and religious order. They reacted with hostility and ridicule. They could not comprehend his devotion to an unseen God. His own father, Azar, opposed him strongly. He warned Ibrahim to stop or face consequences. But Ibrahim was not deterred by their threats or mockery. His faith gave him strength. The Quran narrates a bold act of defiance. During a festival, when the townspeople were away, Ibrahim entered their temple. He saw the array of idols. He approached them and asked, "Do you not eat? What is the matter with you that you do not speak?" Then, he took an axe. He smashed all the idols to pieces. He left only the largest one intact. He placed the axe in the hand of this remaining large idol. This was a powerful, symbolic act. It was designed to make people think. When the people returned, they were shocked. They saw the destruction in their temple. "Who has done this to our gods?" they cried. Some remembered Ibrahim's earlier criticisms. They brought him forward for questioning. They asked him, "Are you the one who did this to our gods, O Ibrahim?" He replied, "Nay, this biggest one of them did it. Ask them if they can speak." This was a clever response. It exposed the powerlessness of the idols. They could not even identify their attacker, let alone defend themselves. Section 5, Through the Flames, a testament of faith. The destruction of the idols enraged the people. Their leaders were furious. They saw Ibrahim as a dangerous subversive. He had insulted their gods. He had challenged their authority. They decided to make an example of him. They resolved to punish him severely. The verdict was swift and brutal. Ibrahim was to be burned alive. This was meant to be a public spectacle. It was intended to deter anyone else from questioning their beliefs. A great pyre was prepared. The community gathered to witness the execution. A massive fire was kindled. The flames leaped high into the sky. The heat was intense, felt from afar. Ibrahim remained calm and steadfast. His trust in God was absolute. He did not waver in his faith. He knew that his Lord was with him. As he was about to be thrown into the fire, he uttered a simple, powerful prayer, "Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil." This means God is sufficient for us, and He is the best disposer of affairs. He was cast into the blazing inferno. The onlookers expected him to be consumed instantly, but then a miracle occurred. God commanded the fire, "O fire, be coolness and peace for Ibrahim." The flames did not harm him. The intense heat transformed into a soothing coolness. Ibrahim sat peacefully within the fire. It was as if he were in a garden. This divine intervention was a clear sign. It was a testament to Ibrahim's unwavering faith. It showed God's power to protect His devoted servants. When the fire eventually died down, the people were astonished. They saw Ibrahim emerge unharmed. This event had a profound impact. Some were awestruck. They recognized the power of Ibrahim's God. Others remained stubborn in their disbelief, but the miracle was undeniable. It demonstrated the truth of Ibrahim's message. It showed that the one true God was real. He was capable of protecting those who put their trust in Him. Ibrahim's survival was a victory for monotheism. It was a powerful lesson for all humanity. Section 6. A Pilgrim's Path, Journeys and Kinship. After the miracle of the fire, Ibrahim knew he could not stay. His message was rejected by most in Ur. He decided to migrate for the sake of God. He left his homeland behind. He embarked on a journey to a new land. This migration, was an act of devotion. It signified a break from the past. It was a step towards an unknown future. He was guided by his faith in God's plan. His wife Sarah accompanied him. His nephew, Lot, also joined them. Their journey took them through many lands. They traveled towards Syria and Palestine. These were lands promised by God. Life as a migrant was not easy. They faced hardships and uncertainties. Yet, Ibrahim's faith never faltered. He continued to preach monotheism wherever he went. He called people to the worship of the one God. He established places of worship. He spread the message of peace and submission. His travels were not just physical, they were spiritual pilgrimages. Family life was central to Ibrahim. Sarah was his loyal companion. For many years, they were childless. This was a source of sorrow for them. Sarah, in her generosity, suggested Ibrahim marry her handmaiden Hajar. She hoped Hajar might bear him a child. Ibrahim agreed and Hajar conceived. She gave birth to Ishmael. The birth of Ismail brought great joy. He was a precious gift from God. This new family dynamic would also bring its own tests and trials. Later in their old age, God blessed Ibrahim and Sarah. Angels visited them with good news. Sarah would also bear a son. She laughed in disbelief, being elderly. But God's power is limitless. She gave birth to Isaac. Ibrahim thus became the father of two great nations. Ismail was the ancestor of the Arabs. Ishaq was the ancestor of the Israelites. Ibrahim's family life was complex. It was filled with divine blessings and human emotions. It played a crucial role in God's unfolding plan for humanity. Section 7. The weight of surrender, a father's profound test. One of the most profound trials in Ibrahim's life involved his son, Ismail. This story is deeply significant in Islam. It highlights the essence of submission to God. Ibrahim had a recurring dream. In the dream he saw himself sacrificing his beloved son, Ismail. Ibrahim understood this was a command from God. This was an unimaginable test. Ismail was the son he had longed for. He was the child of his old age. The emotional weight of this command was immense. Ibrahim, being a devoted servant of God, did not hesitate to obey. However, he first consulted his son. He told Ismail about the dream. "Oh my son," he said, "I have seen in a dream that I am slaughtering you, so what do you think?" Young Ismail's response was equally remarkable. He showed incredible faith and courage. He replied, "Oh my father, do as you are commanded. You will find me, if God wills, among the patient." This mutual submission of father and son is deeply moving. With a heavy heart, Ibrahim prepared to carry out the command. He took Ismail to the appointed place. He laid his son down, ready for the sacrifice. Just as he was about to act, a voice called out, "Oh Ibrahim, you have fulfilled the vision." God had tested Ibrahim's devotion. He had tested his willingness to surrender his most cherished possession. Ibrahim had passed this monumental test. His love for God surpassed even his love for his son. He demonstrated complete submission. God then provided a ram. It was to be sacrificed instead of Ismail. This event is commemorated by Muslims worldwide. It is remembered during the festival of Eid al-Adha. The sacrifice symbolizes obedience and reliance on God. It teaches that true faith requires willingness to give up what is most dear. Ibrahim's trial was a powerful lesson in, surrender. It showed the depth of his commitment. It solidified his status as the friend of God. This story continues to inspire millions to strive for such unwavering faith. Section 8. Foundations of Unity, Raising the Kaaba. Another pivotal act in Ibrahim's life was the building of the Kaaba. This sacred structure stands in Mecca. It is the focal point of Muslim worship worldwide. God commanded Ibrahim to raise its foundations. He was assisted in this noble task by his son, Ismail. Together, father and son worked. They built the simple, cube-shaped stone structure. This was not just a physical construction, it was a spiritual undertaking of immense significance. It was to be a house dedicated solely to the one God. As they built, Ibrahim and Ismail prayed. Their prayers are recorded in the Quran. "Our Lord, accept this service from us. Verily you are the all-hearer, the all-knower." They also prayed for Makkah. They asked God to make it a city of peace. They prayed for their descendants. They asked God to raise from among them a nation submissive to Him. These prayers reflected their deep piety. They showed their concern for future generations. They desired a legacy of pure monotheism. The Kaaba was to be a center for monotheistic worship. It was a place for pilgrimage. Ibrahim proclaimed the Hajj, the pilgrimage to this sacred house. He called people to come from far and wide. They were to worship God alone at this ancient site. The rituals of Hajj, performed by millions each year, trace Ibrahim's footsteps. They commemorate events from his life and that of his family. The Kaaba symbolizes the unity of God. It also represents the unity of the Muslim community. The construction of the Kaaba was a defining moment. It established a physical center for the faith Ibrahim championed. It was a beacon of pure monotheism in a world often lost in polytheism. The Kaaba stands today as a testament to Ibrahim's devotion. It is a powerful reminder of his call to worship the one true God. Its enduring presence underscores the timeless nature of his message. It connects believers across centuries to their spiritual patriarch and his unwavering commitment to God. Section 9. The Enduring Echo, Ibrahim's Legacy of Devotion. The core of Ibrahim's teachings was radical monotheism, or he passionately proclaimed the absolute oneness of God. This God was unique, without partners or equals. He was the creator and sustainer of everything. This belief was the foundation of Ibrahim's entire life. It shaped his actions, his words, and his relationships. He called people to reject all false deities. He urged them to turn to the one true sovereign Lord. This message was revolutionary. It remains central to Islamic faith. Submission to God's will was another key teaching. Ibrahim exemplified this principle throughout his life. He submitted to God's command to leave his home. He submitted to the trial of the fire. He submitted to the ultimate test of sacrificing his son. This submission was not a passive resignation. It was an active, conscious choice. It stemmed from profound trust and love for God. Patience, was also integral to his character. He endured persecution, separation, and immense trials with unwavering fortitude. His patience was a source of strength. Compassion was a notable trait of Prophet Ibrahim. The Quran describes him as tender-hearted and forbearing. Despite the opposition he faced, he often prayed for his people. He showed kindness even to those who rejected his message. His concern for humanity was deep. He wanted all people to find the path to God. His interactions with the angels who came to destroy the people of Lut show his compassionate nature. He pleaded for them, hoping they might repent. This highlights his merciful spirit. Ibrahim received numerous divine honors. God called him the intimate friend of God. He was made a leader for mankind. The Quran praises him extensively. It holds him up as a model for believers. His influence on religious history is immeasurable. Rituals like the Hajj and the sacrifice of Eid al-Adha are directly linked to him. His moral values, faith, submission, patience, compassion, continue to inspire. His story reminds us of the power of one individual's unwavering devotion to truth. His echo resounds through the ages, a call to pure faith.